Now, your local weather with the KX Storm Team.
Well, we have lots of active weather going on, not much in Minot, but that may change later on tonight. We'll get to that in a moment. Right now, the severe thunderstorm watch area has been shrunk a little bit, but we still have severe thunderstorm warnings. Right now, the most substantial one in the KX area would be for Burley, Emmons, Sioux, and Morton County. This had some large hail in it a little while ago. Saw some reports on our chat room with the Weather Service of golf ball size hail. Now, something to point out here. Notice this line right here. You're going to see it coming through. You've heard us talk about that one right there. Watch that again when it loops through. We call them outflow boundaries, and you've heard us talk about them before. There it is. That's cold air. Have you ever been out by a storm, watching a storm, all of a sudden you get a bunch of cold air blowing in your face? Well, that's an outflow boundary. That's cold air. It gets low. It can provide lift. So that outflow boundary, watch it here. It's going to come here and then provides a lift and triggered all those thunderstorms. So another thunderstorm's winds triggered these thunderstorms from an outflow boundary. And when we get even closer, and when I scanned this a moment ago, had purple in the radar right outside Logan. I don't see it there any longer, but still very heavy rain. And we scanned it about 2.5-inch hail nearly. Now that's up in the clouds. Of course, it's been hot today, so it's melting some on the way down. But we've had reports of golf ball size hail. Here's another look at accumulated rainfall, or a look at accumulated rainfall south of Bismarck, over 3 inches of rain. The city of Bismarck had a flash flood warning. You can see nearly 3 inches of rain northeast of Flasher. And now, when I talked about the outflow boundaries, watch this. Let me find it here on the map. There's a little bitty one right here that came through those other storms. You'll see it right here. It's not terribly strong, but it might interact with what's coming from the northwest, so we still could get thunderstorms developing from this outflow boundary. It's not a for sure thing, but certainly is possible as this stuff's going east, this stuff's going northwest, and at some point it looks like they're going to collide. That could provide some lift. We have had a severe thunderstorm for Divide County. It's not severe any longer. It had some pretty good size hail. Fortunately, it stayed out in open country. When I scanned it a little bit ago, 1.8-inch hail in that storm. And then here's a look again at the severe thunderstorm warning for Bismarck. Now, I want to show you some hail traps. Just get a look at all these different areas of hail that we had today. That's just some huge hail. And of course, there's a lot of crops in the ground. We've had a lot of rain, and you can see 2-3 inches of rain. When you have hail, sometimes this particular product reads a little bit high, and so I wouldn't expect it to be exactly 3.4 inches of rain southeast of Drake, but it's probably a whole lot of rain. But this gives you the right pattern. But again, hailstones, well, the radar thinks they're big raindrops, and so it just kind of shoots a little high. But still, we're talking a tremendous amount of rain all the way back to around Dickinson and Richardson. And now we have one more look at the radar here, and most of the severe weather is off to the east with the exception of the south central. I want to show you some, this is a video. This was near Hazen at 1:53 today, and Mike Froelich had that video. That did touch down. Thank you, Mike, for that. And we had some photos here. This is from Tasha. You can see that, and since it's not a video, you don't see the rotation, but that was near Hazen as well. And then we had this one near the McLean and Burley County lines. You can see that right there. And then we also had Clayton Ruff sent us this. He said this touched down near his farm, or at his farm outside Underwood. But it just briefly and went back up, and by the time he got his camera, he had gone back up. But still, Clayton, thank you for that photo. So here's our forecast model for tonight. Here's where most of the storms are. You can see how they're going to be moving off. This one doesn't pick up on any new storms tonight. That would be good. By midnight, might be some storms in the southwest. You can see how they'll head to northwestern North Dakota by tomorrow morning. This could be real light rain, but the potential is here. This doesn't guarantee we're going to have thunderstorms. Just the computer model is indicating that there could be some storms again tomorrow afternoon. The Storm Prediction Center is not expecting severe weather, at least much of it. I think we're only in a marginal risk for severe weather tomorrow. So if there is, by chance, some severe thunderstorms, chances are there are going to be few and far between. But it's still possible. So we can't guarantee that tomorrow is going to be dry or it's going to be terribly stormy. But it does look like, at least for the next few hours tonight, the southern part of the state has the best odds for storms, but we could see some storms firing in the northwest and north central as well.